Hello and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the second of our third round matchups in Season 2 of the Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins Randomizer League. Alongside Mike Rome 596, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and we have a battle of undefeateds coming your way here this afternoon. RaveTuba taking on LateLearner, a battle of 2-0s. Mike, this should be a goodie.
This is going to be a great race. I cannot wait.
Definitely looking forward to it here. Now, for those unfamiliar with Super Mario Land 2, the object is for our racers to find and defeat the evil Wario. To do so, they will advance through 6 different zones to collect, as the game title indicates, 6 golden coins by defeating 6 different bosses. Those golden coins allow access to Wario's castle for the final showdown. Now, this, of course, is the Randomania network, so got to have things randomized. What's randomized in Super Mario Land 2? Practically everything. The levels are shuffled, the bosses, the enemies, the power-ups are randomized, the zone's music, the physics, meaning that it can either be normal moon physics or space physics, as well as whether or not a zone's level auto-scrolls, plus the zones with dual exits, they may or may not be swapped.
Just want to go ahead and wish both our runners good luck. Equally matched right now.
These are two of the top runners here in the Super Mario Land 2 community, and we are looking forward to seeing what is going on here.
Looks like they're just checking audio real quick.
Well, it seems like there were some last-minute technical difficulties to be worked through, but we are just moments away from getting this epic 2-0 battle matchup started.
Well, we got a good question. Who is the favorite? The fans.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do I look like, a handicapper? No, I don't know what the favorite is. I mean, Oh Dear apparently saying RaveTuba by a landslide, although Oh Dear is known for his verbal assaults, as he has mentioned, at least in the Discord, that he is an expert in guerrilla warfare.
The Navy SEAL.
Absolutely. And you can check out that Discord and the link there on chat, as well as the information on the league. And if you wanted to give this randomizer a try yourself, you have the option to do so as well via the link in the Twitch chat.
Nice.
So here in Super Mario Land 2, we have a grand total of 32 different levels. Our racers are going to try to go through as few of them as possible to get to that final and 32nd level that is Wario's castle. Now, a few of the zones levels along the way, well, they'll have some split exits. They'll either take you to secret areas that you don't necessarily want, as it takes you further away from getting to the respective bosses. And it looks like we are underway, and we are getting things started off. Oh, we're starting off with the mole right off the bat here. The miscellaneous overworld level, it is an auto-scroller. So that means that they just have to take care of the enemies and get some of the power-ups that are here. Now, the power-ups being randomized, it looks like there's a money bag to start, and there's moon physics as well, something you don't normally see with this level.
Ooh, and Rave taking a death.
Yeah, Rave with an early death. It's amazing how the deaths as well as the decisions made on those dual exits, they can swing the game in or out of someone's favor very swiftly.
LateLearner picking up that star to get through some of the Goombas a little easier.
And LateLearner also picking up that carrot that gives him the bunny ears, which will allow him to float and hover around. And let's see, LateLearner going to head off to the right and start off with the turtle zone.
Interesting. I feel like LateLearner always goes for turtle first.
And the first turtle zone this time around is going to be Pumpkin Zone Secret 2, which he's just going to float over top. And should make for a fairly easy level. RaveTuba, meanwhile, heading over to the left, and Tree Zone 1 is going to be Mario Zone 1, the gears. Meanwhile, our first of these split levels, Turtle Zone 2 this time around, is Pumpkin Zone 2. So there's two different exits, a secret exit and the standard exit. One of them will lead to the secret area in Turtle Zone. That's what LateLearner does not want. And the other will lead to the Turtle Boss Zone. So early on, a lot of pumpkin representation in the Turtle Zone. RaveTuba, meanwhile, traversing the gears.
Almost getting hit by a falling Goomba.
But is able to complete and is going to head on to Tree Zone 2, which is in its vanilla location. This is randomized, right?
I thought so, and this level does have a secret exit. Exit will it be?
Oh, well, it looks like it was the incorrect decision. It leads to the Tree Secret Zone, so LateLearner going to head on back and have to go through once again.
In Tree 2 with Rave, what exit is correct?
Yes, Rave is in Tree Zone 2. It is in its vanilla location, so there is two exits here. One of those will lead to the secret zone. The other will lead further up the tree and closer to the boss.
This is bunny ears.
And RaveTuba trying to go high, but is going to opt for the standard exit, and we'll see how that works out. It is the correct decision.
Nice. We'll have to see if LateLearner makes the same decision.
So RaveTuba now in Tree Zone 4, which is the traditional start zone. As LateLearner now going to head south and is going to head to the secret exit. And the Turtle Zone 3 is Turtle Zone 3. This is randomized, right?
Yeah, and the Tree Zone boss is the Tree Zone boss. Is that how it works? It will be the boss level, but the boss is randomized?
Well, in this case, it is we have two scenarios here where the boss levels are their vanilla levels, but it can be any one of the six. It just so happens that in this seed of the randomization that these two particular boss levels have their vanilla boss levels. Now, the actual bosses themselves can be any one of the 6 different ones. In this case, RaveTuba running up into Tatanga, which is normally the boss of the space zone.
LateLearner getting the squid. Boss for Turtle Zone.
Yep, so the octopus is taken care of, and that is going to give LateLearner the Turtle Zone coin here at 5 minutes and 51 seconds, and just behind him, RaveTuba getting the Tree Zone coin at 5:56. So now LateLearner going to head over to Mario Zone, and Mario Zone 1 is Mario Zone 3 this time around. Meanwhile, RaveTuba heading over to the Hippo Zone, one of which will send you over to Macro, the other will send you to Space Zone. And this time around, it is Macro Zone 1 that RaveTuba has.
He's gonna need that Fire Flower to get to the secret exit if that's what he wants to go for.
Yes, the Macro Zone 1 having 2 different exits, and the way to access the secret exit is with the Fire Flower to be able to break the blocks. So without that, he'll be forced to take the standard exit. LateLearner, meanwhile, taking a hit to the spikes just before hitting the goal, and is going to move on to Mario Zone 2, which is Tree Zone 4.
And RaveTuba being forced to take the regular exit. Correct one. Oh my gosh, Rave is getting so lucky.
And it turns out that is the correct decision to get to the Space Zone. And Space Zone 1 is the Hippo. Nice little bubble float over the top. And now it's a matter of which of the 2 exits. Do you go high or do you go low? One of them will lead to the Space Secret Zone. The other will lead to the Space Boss.
I want the original. Oh my god. Is this randomized?
We have Macro 4 for the boss zone. Meanwhile, LateLearner trying to get a power-up and isn't able to there, but now heads on into Mario Zone 3, which is the Tree Secret Zone. RaveTuba, meanwhile, floating over the top and is going to face the Space Zone boss, which this time around is the Sewer Rat, normally found as the Macro Zone boss. Nice pairing together, and that is going to be coin number 2 for RaveTuba just after the 9-minute mark of this race.
And a nice quick kill on the Sewer Rat.
So a 2-coin to 1 lead as we have the auto-scroller to finish off Mario Zone 4. It is the traditional Space Zone board.
We already know that Tatanga won't be in space today.
But it could be its vanilla boss for the Mario Zone, which is the 3 Little Pigs. Meanwhile, RaveTuba in Macro Zone 1, and it is Turtle Zone 2, the submarine. And Rave, sliding through and keeping his power-ups. Most people go through that small and is now going to head through the gauntlet, as it's known, to the secret exit. Which, with the enemies being randomized, it can be anything here. We've got Bullet Bills, we've got Bonefish as he damage boosts through, gets past the shark. Oh, ends up getting hit by the bonefish. Now only has one hit to take.
He
Gently
got through
walks
the gauntlet.
underneath the shark and is going to get it. Let's see if this is the ideal decision, and it is not, as it now leads him to Space Secret Zone. Now, I say ideal in this case as there's not really a wrong decision. It's just the path that Rave has taken gives him an extra level that he has to complete. As now in Macro Zone 3, we have Mario Zone 2.
Nice. LateLearner coming up at the end of Star Song level.
And space physics for both. And we have the witch. So chat getting their guesses in as to which direction the witch is going to appear for the 3 stomps. Utilizing the space physics, and now LateLearner takes out the witch and is going to get coin number 2. Meanwhile, Rave heading up to Macro Zone boss, and it's going to be the traditional Pumpkin Zone boss. Meanwhile, in Pumpkin Zone, well, LateLearner has himself an auto-scroller, the Macro Secret.
As Rave is getting flying fish falling from the ceiling.
A standard thing that you'd expect, of course. So Rave quickly heading in and is going to take on the 3 little pigs. No fireball, so no bacon this time around, but it's going to stomp on the straw pig as well as the stick pig, and now we just have the brick pig. Loses the bunny ears, perhaps a little too anxious hitting that, and RaveTuba is going to get coin number 3. Meanwhile, LateLearner is in Pumpkin Zone 2, which this time around is Pumpkin Zone 3. And the path's starting to cross a little bit as now RaveTuba gets to entertain the auto-scrolling Macro Zone secret. And some more space physics being utilized here by LateLearner, which should make taking the secret exit pretty easy, but LateLearner opting to float down to the bottom and is going to take the standard exit.
Ooh, and that was the wrong decision on LateLearner's. He will soft reset and lose his power up.
So we briefly saw that was Pumpkin Zone 1, and now almost the virtual high five as both of our runners are in Pumpkin Zone 2, which is Pumpkin Zone 3 for this seed.
These are the racers that I would expect to be neck and neck right now.
Well, even though they're neck and neck in terms of this particular zone's level, RaveTuba does have the advantage in that he has an extra coin.
Yeah.
Now, as long as LateLearner completes those other 3 zones as quickly as Rave did, that certainly could even things out. But at this point, the advantage, I would say, is with RaveTuba at this point.
Know that for sure because LateLearner took Turtle Zone and Rave took Tree Zone.
Well, they all have to be completed regardless, so it's not so much a matter, oh, but look at this, Rave taking the correct exit and following LateLearner in, so that is another advantage here for RaveTuba. And both are now simultaneously in Pumpkin Zone 3, which is a split level that this time around is Space Zone 1. And it does utilize its traditional moon physics. So the question is, again, do they go high or do they go low as far as the potential exits? LateLearner is looking to go high,
as Rave is going low.
So this could be a crucial point here, is who is making the correct decision. Rave goes the standard, and that is the correct one.
Oh, LateLearner about to end.
So the soft reset after briefly seeing the turtle secret zone, and is going to head back in and take the lower path, but that takes away just that much more time as RaveTuba is charging through Mario Zone 4 to attempt to get golden coin number 4, and has to deal with the mama bird to get it. Few quick fireballs, and that takes care of the bird, and Rave here in the 18th minute, well, 19th minute technically, is going to get golden coin number 4.
Just putting LateLearner 2 coins behind.
So now Rave getting to deal with Mario Zone 1, which is Mario Zone 3. Having a little trouble with the spikes. Taking perhaps some intentional damage boosts. As LateLearner now going to head into the boss for Pumpkin Zone. And don't forget, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, coming up this Saturday at noon Eastern is another one of the Super Mario Land 2 Randomizer League races. As Saturday at noon, we've got Liam Piper taking on Lori D. Bunnykins. LateLearner is going to quickly roast the bird, and that will give LateLearner coin number 3.
Reassure you, he does have 3 coins. Just a technical glitch. Overlapping coins.
You did see at the tail end there that it did go into its particular place, and now LateLearner gets to traverse the submarine. Oh, and a great jump by LateLearner to get that bullet bill that was just kind of there out of nowhere. Perhaps using it to take that damage to slide through, as already on to Mario 3. The tree secret is RaveTuba.
Easily getting through these Koopas.
And picking up 1-ups galore in the process.
15 lives.
Now, this being another difference, RaveTuba was able to hold on to the power-up heading into the gauntlet and was able to take a potential damage boost. LateLearner already is small Mario, one hit, and he'll lose a life and have to start back over, so taking a little bit longer to get through what he will see is the correct exit, or is not the correct exit, rather, or at least not the ideal one, as that does give him an extra level to go through. In this case, it is the Space Secret Zone.
I wonder if that's actually faster than sitting through that auto-scroller. Be the auto-scroller, never mind, scratch that.
Well, we don't know what zone it would necessarily be or whether or not it would be an auto-scroller, but it's a matter of having to complete 2 zones to get to the boss, or 2 zones levels as opposed to 1, whatever that 1 is. But how much time is saved versus going through the longer exit of Turtle Zone 2, the submarine, to get to that point. So it is potential that it could be a time saver, but more than likely I think it comes out as a wash.
Yeah.
So Rave on the auto-scrolling Space Zone 2. LateLearner utilizing the space physics as well and is able to pick up a star. So now it's the boss zone here for LateLearner. It is Pumpkin Zone 4. Rave, meanwhile, has hit the midway point of Space Zone 2. And while we have a minute, I want to thank our restreamer, Yoniman, for putting things on here, as well as thanking you all out there for tuning in here to Randomania.
Absolutely.
And Rave is now going to take care of a witch. Meanwhile, we've got some pigs for LateLearner to deal with.
Right, as the pattern.
And that will be coin number 5 here at 24.25 for RaveTuba. LateLearner, meanwhile, picking up coin number 4, but has some work to do to catch up here. So now the hippo, which is Macro 1. Oh, and Rave taking a death in the
Ooh.
Pumpkin Secret Zone 2. I said LateLearner has some work to do. This is a chance, at least a little bit of a chance, the door opening ever so slightly to catch up.
Quote typo, the level that Rave is on, one of the top 5 hardest levels in the game, besides Castle.
Now, LateLearner, if LateLearner is going to get back into this, he's going to want to lose that Fire Flower by the time he makes it to where the secret exit is. As we learned earlier that was not the ideal way to go. But that is not the case.
Hippo level again.
Well, if LateLearner does not catch up, it looks as though the story of the seed, as yes, Yonaman, Macro Zone was completed by LateLearner. The story of the seed is going to be those decisions, as the proverbial coin flips have not gone in LateLearner's favor, as so far of the 5 potential decisions, he is 1 for 5 so far. Actually, strike that, as I'm recalculating here. The Turtle Zone, it wasn't the ideal choice, so really it's 0 for 5 as far as LateLearner picking the ideal scenario. And LateLearner is going to take the upper exit, and that is the correct one. So that eliminates the Ofer. But as LateLearner advances for coin number 5, RaveTuba on the 6th and final zone. Approaching the Tatanga boss.
No, it was the octopus.
And some fireballs taking care of the rat and the octopus. And LateLearner is going to get coin 5, but just a moment before coin 6 for RaveTuba.
My gosh. Rave has 99 kills as well, which will give him hassle by getting a star to kill the Wario heads.
So this is Rave's race to lose, as he is going to enter Wario's castle here at 29:45. And the physics look to be standard. Ooh, as now 2 hits being taken, and oh, Rave falling into the pit. So he's going to have to start back at the beginning of the castle. Thankfully, not too much time lost. So LateLearner now heading into Tree Zone 2. As RaveTuba now heading through very carefully as Small Mario through Wario's castle.
We'll pick up that mushroom.
And these moving platforms have wreaked havoc for a lot of our runners. But RaveTuba able to get through it no problem. LateLearner, meanwhile, damage boosting through. Picks up the Fire Flower. And is going to take the standard goal. And that was the correct decision. He's going to head on over to the left to the starting zone. Tuba charging through and getting the 100th kill is able to, as you had mentioned earlier, tear right through the Wario head bosses. And one last power-up that's going to get some bunny ears, and we have Wario on the way. 9 stomps away from victory is RaveTuba. Now here comes the Battle of the Bunny Ears.
Sorry about that. Either Rave.
And that is going to do it for RaveTuba. He is going to take the victory here. Ladies and gentlemen, get out your GGs for RaveTuba, who's going to go to 3-0 here in the league, besting this Battle of the Undefeateds and giving LateLearner his first defeat, and is going to finish with an official SRL time of 32 minutes and 47 seconds. Now, usually anything under 35 minutes is good. This is really good, to say the least, as Oh Dear noting in chat that the world record time is about 30 minutes and 15 seconds, give or take.
Up to Tonga.
LateLearner taking out Tatonga and is going to get coin number 6 here at 3404.
Now we get to see how LateLearner traverses through this castle. Had 99 kills or not, though. Not. Well, he'll have to fight the Wario heads.
Well, LateLearner taking a bit of a damage boost as he's making his way through the castle. I want to let you know about some more great events coming up here on the Randomania networks, including, well, tonight at 10 o'clock, we've got the Legend of Zelda Randomizer Battle Royale. That should certainly be a goodie. Also, this league will return. You'll see more of the league matchups coming up
LateLearner
as
taking
LateLearner taking a death, having to start back at the beginning of the castle.
The castle is never easy.
It most certainly isn't. And this league will return Saturday at noon as Liam will take on Lori D. Bunnykins, Liam Piper, that is. Also, Saturday night at 9, we've got the Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer Weekly. And then Monday brings a trifecta of events among the Randomania networks, Randomania 1, 2, and 3. We've got the Zelda 1 Randomizer Battle Royal, also the something that you're definitely familiar with here, Mike, the Pokemon Crystal Cinco Bingo Tournament, as well as the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Weekly, all that coming up Monday night here on the Randomania networks. And then this Tuesday at 8 p.m., this is a nice special event as well, the pairings event for the Zelda 2 Max Rando Tournament, followed by the Zelda 2 Randomizer Weekly. And don't forget, Wednesdays at 9, it is the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Weekly race. So a lot of great things here among the Randomania networks for you to check out.
Check out Dragon Warrior myself, and the Pokemon Crystal.
Yeah, there's a lot of randomizers to learn, and only having recently gotten familiar here with Super Mario Land 2, I think it'll be a little bit before I absorb any more here, as I know that with the Zelda 2 Max Rando tournament coming up, I've already been asked to provide a little bit of commentary for that, so we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, LateLearner taking out the first of the Mario heads, or Wario heads, I should say. Ooh, almost grazing the one there, a very stealthy jump. And
On the corner.
is able to take out those. Grabs the carrot, and we've got a Wario battle on this end.
Oof. Not very easy. First phase.
Just kind of hovering over the top, and now we've got the Battle of the Bunny Ears.
We have Raven here as well. Rave, how was the rando?
Very forgiving. I was very lucky with the exits. And I'm sorry that I was here silent. I just didn't want to interrupt.
We saw you hitting all the right exits.
Oof, only the macro exit I didn't get right, but that one is not technically a wrong exit. And GG
Ross? Yes.
Yep. LateLearner finishing up here with an official SRL time, 38 minutes and 35 seconds. Just under 6 minutes behind the victor, RaveTuba.
Hi there, Ross.
Yes.
Some friendly.
So how many wrong exits did you take, Ross?
5 out of 7. Thanks for the bits, Keel. Yeah, 5 out of 7. And my only death was when Rave decided to turn his mic on and laugh at me that he'd won, and I died in the castle.
Oh, that's what. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we were wondering what happened.
I just joined the call and I just hear him die. It was really fun. I totally did it on purpose.
God, it was an easy seed though.
I went to the gauntlet with bunny ears, so I'm not sure if it would be hard without it.
That's what I wanted to say, Ray. If you hit the slide to the gauntlet, first try.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Thank you.
I should actually try and do
I was glad that there wasn't any sharks on the way up there. But what about the first level, Ross? Did you die in that level? These auto-scroller overworld level.
No. As I said, the only death I had was in castle, I think.
Oh, I did. I died on.
I think it was Ray
level.
who took the early death in the mole.
Uh-huh.
I was really tilting because I felt like I lost so much time right away. It's all up to the exits, and then I think I took another death in tree or something. I know I did some mistakes on tree.
It was, as I said, it was karma for me just because I got 7 out of 7 exits correct against Odeer, so I deserve this.
It certainly is a law of averages, but yeah, that is the tale of this race. Just a matter of 6 out of the 7 exits being picked correctly for Rave versus 2 out of 7 for LateLearner.
And I'm always surprised that the difference of that wasn't that great. I mean, I joined the stream as soon as I finished the level, and I was seeing Ross heading towards the castle. So it's almost just the castle difference in time, but still all those exits.
Yeah, it went really well for me, apart from the exits, as I said. 2-0 to you now, Rave. 2-0 to you.
Actually, someone's at my door, so I'll wish everyone thank you for taking me, and I'll have to take an early retreat.
Good.
You have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Rave.
Congratulations again, GG's across the board. Any final thoughts here from the panel before we wrap things up here today?
Not from me. I'm good. Just sad. Just sad.
Ross, I actually wanted to ask you something real quick. Do you always go Turtle Zone first in Rando?
Yeah, always. I always feel like, because if I get the exit right in the second level, I always feel like I've got good momentum, because I know if I've got the second exit right, I'm pretty much the one to get the first coin. I know it probably doesn't make a difference, but it still feels good to get a first coin so fast, since there's only 3 levels in Turtle Zone. Cheat.
Plus, it's 3 from commentators as well, so that way we're trying to pay attention to 2 different paths and keeping me even sharper as far as making sure I'm following what all's going on.
You're welcome.
Well, hey, I kept up, so I'm glad you're keeping me on my toes.
Nice one, mate.
I want to thank you all out there for tuning in here to Randomania, a great race here. And looking forward to more great races, including this Saturday at noon, another of these Super Mario Land 2 randomizers, as Liam Piper will take on Lori D. Bunnykins. That's at noon Eastern here on Randomania. Tonight at 10 o'clock, we've got the Legend of Zelda Randomizer Battle Royal. And Saturday night also brings the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Weekly. And we've got more great stuff coming up in the beginning part of next week. Well, make sure to give our runners a follow, RaveTuba as well as LateLearner, and want to thank Yoniman behind the scenes for the restream and tracking, as well as Mike Rome, 596, my commentator partner here, and for everybody across the board, I'm Ferran Burgundy saying until next time, may your stars sing brightly and your seeds stay classy. Good evening, everyone.
Beautiful.
Thanks, guys. That was awesome.
Yes.